In this video, I'm discussing accessories for my Tesla Model 3 Performance and how a lot of Tesla accessorizing, in my opinion, is kind of overdone. So as I was preparing to buy and take delivery of our Tesla, I absorbed a ton of content about the cars on YouTube and elsewhere, and there are some folks out there covering Tesla in a really great way. One of the things that many highlight in videos, though, are must-have and best accessories for these cars. And yes, there are a ton of Tesla accessories out there to spend your money on. Some sold by Tesla directly, of course, a fairly good amount actually, and a ton more available by third parties, generally available online, a ton from Amazon, and so on. I'll admit, I got swept up into the frenzy a bit, watching too much stuff about what I needed for our car, and I went overboard on a third-party accessory ordering binge. Need to protect this, add to that, customize the other thing. So I ordered a bunch of stuff off of Amazon. Third-party all-weather floor mats, inserts for the consoles, inserts for the storage compartments on the doors, insert for the cup holder, mud flaps, and more. I actually held off on ordering even more stuff than that, as I had been considering things like a screen protector, for example. Upon actually receiving all this stuff, though, opening it up and getting the car itself, I realized the error I was making. So much of this stuff is just plastic, ill-fitting crap. Case in point, the cup holder inserts. What did I even really need these things for? Spill protection? If I spill in this confined space, I guarantee I'm going to need a lot more than this little plastic insert to contain it. Take a look too at how ill-fitting this cheap piece of plastic and rubber actually is. I mean, seriously, do you want to buy this brand new, high-tech, high-end, $65,000 plus car and put that thing in it? You want your car to actually look nice, right? The door inserts weren't any different either. Ill-fitting matte plastic that didn't fit right, didn't fit flush, and really just kind of scraped up the actual existing door material, trying to get the stupid things in and then out again to return them. Half the reviews you read about the absolute need for a screen protection do talk positively about how the protector does, yes, protect from scratches and might reduce some glare from the sun, but digging into reviews on just about every one of them, that thing also comes with compromises, like negatively affecting the perceived sharpness of the screen and such because it makes it look blurrier than it actually is. I don't know what you're doing in your car, but man, I would find it really hard to scratch this screen. Yeah, it gets fingerprints, but wiping that down is a cinch. Just pop it into cleaning mode and wipe it off. Done. Why would you want to blur and uglify the presentation of the screen in the car as well? The screen is the interior of the car. I don't get it. Same reason I don't use screen protectors on my phones and tablets either. After seeing some of the accessories that came and debating, I didn't even open the mud flaps or the floor mats, just assuming they were the same under par quality as the other items. I was also kind of scared of the mud flaps in terms of realizing you either have to tear into the car to put them on or stick them on as stickers that probably you're not going to get off again without damaging the car, or if they came off because they didn't actually stick, you're going to end up driving over them in the middle of the road. Tesla needed to design the wheel wells to easily and securely just snap in very securely optional mud flaps. So in the end, all this plastic junk just went back to Amazon for refunds. And maybe I'm too much of a purist, but I spent a lot of money on this car, and I want it to look like what Tesla engineering designed and built, not like some old person's living room sofa wrapped up in plastic. And some of the stuff people bolt on or into these cars, tearing everything up, running wires all around, I don't know. To me, I just don't get it. I don't mod my video games either. I'm not saying don't protect your car, and my family is already tired of me calling them out for dirty shoes, scuffs, putting their big bags actually in the trunk versus stuffing them into the cabin so as not to bang everything up. But even for me, there's a limit where keeping the car nice means keeping the car more stock versus covering it all up in ill-fitting, ill-matching plastic. So what have I done then? Well, I went ahead and ordered the few accessories that actually made sense direct from Tesla. Accessory 1, console inserts. The two main consoles in the Model 3 are like big, deep black holes. Having a sub-level of storage really does make sense, else everything you toss in there is just going to get lost, completely lost in a big jumble. But for $30 for the direct Tesla console inserts, it just makes the most sense. You know they're going to fit, you know they're going to have the same fit, finish, and feel as the actual console interior that they're going into. Yeah, I do think it's kind of stupid to pay extra for something like this. Really, these should just come as part of the car, but whatever. $30 is fine, and they're hella better than the third-party stuff. The other thing I felt was worth the money relative to how I'm charging the car is the $35 cable organizer. Having the mobile charger just dangling off the tension of the wall plug probably isn't the wisest option for the long term. So having the wall mount will take tension off the plug and protect any possible damage there. Then of course, having somewhere to wind up the long cable and keep it up off the garage floor and out of the way also just makes sense. So, can I find a cheaper wall mount off of Amazon? Yeah, by a bit, but 35 bucks isn't bad either. Again, I'm a purist for the first party stuff, and hey, the one from Tesla has their logo right on it. It looks cooler. I haven't gotten them yet, but I will end up buying the all-weather floor mats too. I will buy the Tesla first party ones here, of course, again, expecting better materials, better craftsmanship, and a proper fit in the car that the third-party Amazon stuff just isn't going to compete with. I'll update a specific video on those when I do buy them, probably closer to when the weather starts to turn colder and wetter for the season in our area. We're having this like humid and uncomfortable October right now. In addition, I probably will go ahead and also at least maybe get the rear trunk liner, but I'm not 100% on that. Having the liner might be nice to protect the carpet of the trunk area itself, but I think it'll also make it harder to get into the hidden compartment underneath, as it's one more thing you have to pull up and out of the way to access the cubby. I don't know how things would slide on it, depending on how rubberized it is when you set stuff in there, so we'll see on that one. Another add-on to the car we did also get and just had installed is the garage door module. I'll make a dedicated video on that though, given it's far more than just a piece of protective material and actually enables some pretty neat additional configuration features within the car. My jury is still out on larger scale exterior protection as well, like a ceramic coat or possibly a wrap. I don't really like the idea of a wrap, to be honest, but getting an applied coating layer onto the exterior might actually be wise. I've already noticed one or two kind of small white spots on the front end where a rock or whatnot ticked the paint. And I live in Southeast Michigan, where we have all 4 seasons and an always active cycle of road destruction and reconstruction, complete with debris everywhere. So that's accessories and what I'm doing. If you have a Tesla and have a different take or experience with accessorizing your car, let me know about it in the comments. Maybe I'm too much of a purist again. I tend to like things stock, unmodded, and first party, but maybe that's just me. You'll never see me gaming with a third-party gamepad. Still, I highly recommend just foregoing the lot of this third-party stuff and get the few things that really make sense for you and your car directly from Tesla. Seriously, if you're worried about the $10 difference for a properly fitting insert versus a cheap, ill-fitting thing, how did you even buy this car? Thanks for watching. Please like and especially subscribe to help the channel. And let me know in the comments what you'd like me to talk about in future videos with respect to Tesla. Thanks.